Welcome everybody to Stalled Start. Now let's get started. Now we got here is a husqvarna 395 XP chainsaw, and I was just gonna, tear it all apart and everything like that, and kind of, I don't, I have to make a video out of it because it's stalled to start. You know what I mean? This thing's, I was gonna do an overview and everything like that. Blah 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 blah. I don't think that's what this video right here is for. I just wanted to show you guys why I spend money on like big tools. Like some people are like, oh, you can do it this way, you can do it this way, you can do it that way. Yeah, you can do it that way. I'm sure you can use like other things. So like this thing right here, it's a part to take off the camshaft seals. So some people are using like picks and stuff. I was using this for something else. So anyways, and I'm like, well, I'd rather just buy the tool. If that's the tool that it needs to do to get the job done, that's great. I'd rather spend the $50 or $100 or, whatever, I don't want to say whatever, but if it takes the long run to make my job easier, then I'll buy it. So for instance, there's bearings in here. And I did that with one of the motorcycles, and I learned that the hard way too about taking out bearings. You can try to do it and hammer it and heat it up and cool it down, blah, blah, blah. But then there's this amazing thing, a shop press, a 20-ton shop press. Now you can just line your stuff right there, and it's all, it's there. It's still stuck in there. I'm not lying. I don't want to, it's still in there. So you grab everything, you put it where it's supposed to go, make sure it's all aligned, and then crunch that thing down, get a better camera view, stop shaking so much. Alright. If this breaks while I do this, I'm going to be so... I was never worried. Never worried. Not even a little bit. I was never worried. That never happened. And that's... I mean, here goes the socket. I mean, how much more can you want? I mean, that took seconds, and that's just that's why I buy tools for the job. If it does the job, and it's expensive, but if it gets the job done in not even 20 seconds, that took 5 seconds. If it does that, then I will buy the tool to get the job done. So shout out to the shop press. Is it really? That's a shop press, and that was kind of funny wordplay. Anyways, so we will get back to this. I have to do a shout. I don't have to because it's not sponsored or anything, but I would like to because he is becoming to a friend of mine. His name is Nick. He's part of the dealership around the area I am in. So if you guys know my area, and I will just, send the information to you guys about the dealership and everything like that. He'll get your parts that you need and everything like that. He's a good dude. He'll support your project and everything like that and try to get you up and running. So that's good. So shout out to Nick. Thank you very much. And tell anybody you can't build some. We're gonna get this all put together. Not today, but we're gonna make. I might have to make like a playlist for this video because obviously there's a lot to talk about and a lot to go over. But just as if anybody's interested in what this one's gonna be, it will be right now. I'm at the point of the piston rings are coming in. My friend yelled at me because he's like, "Molly, you got it all apart, so." You might as well get the piston rings, because I was thinking that it was the seals that we were talking about earlier. I thought it was the seals. That's what's making it low compression, because there's only 30 psi, and I think factory is like 150, so it's not high enough where it should be. But it did start a little bit. So if it started a little bit at 40 psi and I still just couldn't get it tuned, that's amazing. And just on a side note, the 395 XP Husqvarna is a 94 or 91 cc engine. That's insane. So the dealership, Nick, he was telling me 94 cc right on the corner there. He was telling me, he's like, yeah, that's for like people that are culling down like real trees. And I'm like, I know. How did I get this, you may have asked? Because somebody not gave it to me, but somebody sold it to me for $200. It's a funny story. They were like not even 2 in the morning. I think it was like 3 in the morning or something like that. And they were like, I just texted them. I said, let me know as soon as you're up. I got the money. I'll be right over. And they're like, yeah, do you want to wait till morning? I said, nope, I'll be right there. And then I got there, I was like, no, I'm gonna get murdered. So yeah, come on the street, make sure you get real. So I got out there, and then yeah, right, sure enough, I'm still alive. But yeah, I picked up that chainsaw, and ooh, yeah, that thing is heavy. It's like 20 pounds. I mean, heavy compared to like a smaller chainsaw like that one. Nothing against steel, but it's just not the same power. It's not it's not designed to do the exact same milling or cutting down trees, logging, whatever you're trying to do. This is not, this chainsaw right here isn't for your everyday home chainsaw. Like, this thing's a monster. And I can't wait to get it started. I don't know how much this is turning into a ramble. Obviously, I'm excited. But I got the piston rings, so that's coming. I don't think I need anything else. All the special tools I think we have. We have the press to put the bearings in. The case, I think I could put the case back on. I don't know if there's another tool for that one too. I think there has to, I don't know. I don't know about that one. So to put the case back on. But in the meantime, the bearings, or the piston rings will be here in a couple days. And probably tomorrow, because I have the other things I gotta work on today, is I'm gonna get the supersonic cleaner. Yes, I call it a supersonic cleaner because it sounds cooler than ultrasonic cleaner. So I'll get this all filled up with water, and then I will clean all the parts for it for the chainsaw. And if you're wondering what this is, don't worry about it. It's another project. It never ends. So it's all tied into one another. So it's gonna work out. It's nice. And I don't mind these projects about just fixing stuff and everything like that. And obviously I don't mind it, but the engine parts and small engines, I like doing that because I get to sit in my little chair, get all a little comfy, relax, and tinker with a bunch of stuff. But right now it needs to be cleaned, deep cleaned. Like, that's why there's no reason not to, because literally everything's taken apart now. Like, I don't even know, like, just the screws, the handle's still there. I'm not taking that apart. And then just the basics. I don't need to take that stuff apart. But I just needed to get the measurements right and everything like that, and we'll hopefully be good to go, and I can put this all back together, and I won't look like a fool. But you know what I mean. Like I said, that's the whole point of the channel is, I went back and actually looked at one of the videos, and it was like the first one, and it was like, it's all about ups and downs, and man, my friends, don't let me forget that I said that, because it's all about ups and downs. And, one project, it'll go, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, I love you all. Don't let anybody tell you can't build some. And yeah, now let's get started.